So, a few weeks ago, Lily Orchard dropped her grading gay rep video, which is what it sounds like. Grading how well a show handled their LGBTQ representation. She obviously couldn't grade every show with gay rep, and she narrowed it down best she could. But myself and some folks in her comments noticed that Lily didn't talk about the best LGBTQ representation we've had in years. Benson and Troy from Kipo and the Age of Wonder Beasts. Now, I'm not doing this to attack or shade Lily. Y'all should watch her video, though. It really makes you think of what we'll settle for in LGBTQ rep and what we actually deserve. This also gives me an excuse to talk about the relationship goals that is Ben Roy. So think of this as an addendum to her original video. Okay, cool. Let's get started. In Lily's video, she has clear rules for what qualifies as good LGBTQ rep. Using that will determine what grade Kipo deserves. 1. Only main characters qualify. Benson was introduced in the second episode of the show and is part of the main cast. Troy wasn't officially introduced until the end of season 1 and plays the part of a side character. He doesn't have any development either. Same with Asher. 2. If humans are present in the story, they must be included among the LGBTQA characters. Yes! We have a same-sex couple and a non-binary character. 3. Relationships must be healthy and mutually supportive. No toxic relationships here. They are so wholesome and supportive, I choke up thinking about it. Benson watches and encourages Troy's close-up magic. Off-screen. But we still hear about it. Benson compliments Troy and is so in love. Troy was very upset learning that Dr. Amelia didn't eat Benson's pancakes. More upset than Amelia hunting down Kipo, his childhood friend, since she was a baby. Okay. Priorities. The pair clearly show interest in each other and bond over their love of music and flapjacks, and oh my gosh, they're so pure. 4. Relationship must start before the final episode and last until the end. Well, let's see. They met in the last episode of season 1 while visibly crushing on each other. Season 2 picks up right where season 1 left off. Benson and Troy share the classic romantic rescue moment. Bond, set up a date, and Troy kisses Benson. They don't reunite until the end of the last episode of season 2, but share another cute moment where Troy saves Benson. With the time skip between seasons 2 and 3, they've been in an established relationship for months. It's the last season, and Troy is in 7 out of 10 episodes. Contributing to the story in episode 1 ensures mutual couple moments with Benson for the rest of the time. And by the end of the season, spoiler alert, they're still a loving couple and running a restaurant together. Now that's goals! Not getting together with your abusive adopted sister. Number 5, straightforward language. Benson literally says he's gay. In the Mulholland episode, Benson's fantasy was having a giant pool party with his best friend Dave, and there were a bunch of boys in swimwear. It's the straight boy equivalent of fantasizing about girls in swimsuits, but gay. The word boyfriend and date are used like a lot. And the promposal? Need I say more? Benson is very vocal about how much he likes his boyfriend and how cool he thinks Troy is. He's the french fries of boyfriends, after all. Okay, I can't say the same for Troy, though, because side character. But his love language seems to be physical touch, so I'll allow it. Troy's sexuality was soft confirmed by Rad Seacrest. I'm sorry, I'm probably saying that wrong. He liked a tweet saying, "Hey Rad, like this if Troy is pan." So I guess that means Troy is pansexual. But I was more okay not knowing because it doesn't add or take away from Troy's character. Troy is in a same-sex relationship. It at the very least confirms he's not straight. Maybe Troy doesn't want to label himself or is still trying to figure himself out. I don't know. But out of all the Twitter confirmations of a character's sexuality, this was the weakest by far. I'll have to deduct points, sadly. 6. Ebony Ace characters must have their own agency and not simply exist to dodge something else. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what that second part means exactly, but we're losing points again because Rad confirmed on Twitter that Asher is non-binary. Asher's pronouns could have easily been mentioned, during the wood chopping scene in the first episode of season 2. If Asher was the one angrily chopping the wood, and Dahlia said, "Give them a minute, they need this," we could have naturally learned that Asher is non-binary. Simple fix. And honestly, Asher and their twin sister Dahlia don't add or take away from the story. Both of them could be easily replaced by any other human friend of Kipo's, and it wouldn't matter. Lastly, LGBTQA characters that die don't count. No buried gays here, they're all well alive. They're all kicking after the 5-year time skip. Based on Lily's grading criteria and my analysis, Kipo and the Age of Wonder Beasts' grade for LGBTQA representation is A-. I can't help but wonder how this season would have been if it suddenly wasn't the last. We could have seen more wholesome Benson and Troy moments, and making Asher and their twin more useful. There were even plans for Kipo to be in a relationship with Asher. But for the story we got, 30 episodes within less than a year, I will always look back on it fondly. So thank you to Rad and his crew for pulling through, and fuck you Netflix for killing an amazing show. Again. But hey, for being so bold to have an openly gay black male in a relationship with an Asian Latino male, I would have given them an S++. If Kipo in the Age of long-ass titles didn't catch Lily's interest, that's fine. It actually wasn't until quarantine that I decided to sit down and binge seasons 1 and 2 and suffer along with the rest of the internet when season 3 was ending. I'm fine. But all the shows that Lily graded, the main couples were lesbians, and I think society and networks were more eager to accept women love women relationships compared to men love men. Gay, bi, and pan men deserve to be seen too, but that's a topic for another video.